If you live in Knox County and have need for a doctor, Knox Community Hospital is there for your medical needs. And now the hospital is offering even more services for the folks near Mount Vernon and the surrounding area. Joining me today is Nancy Karam and Dr. Brad Smith, both with the new Urgent Care Center at Knox Community Hospital. Thank you both for joining me.
Thanks, Gail.
Thank you.
Nancy, let me start with you. Give us a bit of a history about Knox Community for people who aren't familiar with it.
Sure. We have a hospital that's been in existence in the location it is today since 1983. I have been fortunate enough to work there for 33 years.
Wow, good for you.
And this new venture with Urgent Care and Mid-Ohio Corporate Care being combined went on the ground. It opened up on October 31st.
So this Urgent Care Center that we're going to discuss today is really relatively new. I mean, very new.
Yes.
And how's it going so far?
Great. 4 weeks old.
How would you describe an Urgent Care Center, Doctor?
An urgent care concept might be relatively new, but it's been around since the 70s. I would describe it as sort of an ambulatory or a walk-in clinic where you go, a problem might pop up that day or within several days. You might find it hard to schedule an appointment with your regular family doctor, and we're the perfect layout for that.
Because of the fact that you are out a little bit from the bigger city, do you find that an urgent care was really needed in your surrounding area?
No doubt.
Yeah.
It's not so much the size of the city, and it's new to our area. You might see them pop up more in the Columbus area, but we're finding that the time available for the local family doctors and internists are becoming hard-pressed. I was seeing more and more patients while working in the emergency room telling me that they couldn't get into their doctor for 2 and 3 weeks down the road. That doesn't seem very reasonable for sinus infections, bladder infections.
When you're suffering now, you really want to see that doctor, right?
Absolutely. And also consider laceration, a broken bone. You might need something right then and there. And let's not forget, your doctor's office may be closed on a Wednesday. It may be closed at, say, 5:30 on a Friday. Or what do you do on a Saturday morning?
Mm-hmm. And we've all been there, haven't we, Nancy?
Yes, we have.
Children. This is right in the hospital or close to the hospital, Nancy?
We're the first strip mall past the hospital entrance on Coshocton Road.
Was there a reason that you did it that way so that that's easier access for people in and out and they're there?
Correct. It's a great location.
How would you describe an urgent care as compared to an emergency center? Because there are some people that may not know, which do I go to if I have a sore throat or I think I have a sinus infection or maybe a broken bone? Nancy?
I'm going to defer that to Dr. Smith.
I'll be happy to.
He's worked in the emergency department also.
The key take-home point is urgency versus emergency. If this is a life-critical thing, an emergency center is a place for you. You could get rapid testing results. They have access to CAT scans. They have very good cardiac monitors and well-trained teams. We're for the non-life-threatening, urgent conditions that may pop up so frequently.
And at hours where they can't see their regular doctor, that's when you are really there to help them when they need that service.
Absolutely. We're open 365 days a year, typically from 8 to 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., when we let our staff sleep in an extra hour on the weekends. We're open from 9 to 8 on Saturday and Sunday.
Well, Nancy, what's been the reaction of the community to this addition?
The community's been very excited. We put up the sign, opening soon, back in March of 2011. And the community continues to talk about it. Any meetings that we go to, anything that we're involved in at the hospital, they want us to give them a flyer so that they can pass them out to their employees and local businesses.
So it just shows you're on the right track. This was really something that was needed and wanted by the people in that community.
We are. As Dr. Smith was saying, we serve our primary market areas about 61,000 people. And with the hours that we're offering, when the other physicians are not open, or if someone does not have a physician in town, it's the right place to come.
What about payment? Does regular health care accepted, health care insurance accepted?
We will bill all insurances. We don't turn anyone away. If there's an uninsured or an underinsured person that comes to our facility, we can help them with financial assistance also.
Well, doctor, not everyone, though, that comes in the door has just a sore throat. And maybe it's not quite an emergency, but you suspect something a little more serious. Can you take and help that person at urgent care? And what other like diagnostic tools do you have to do that? X-rays and things?
Well, absolutely. Gail, to get to your first part of the question, this is a learning process for the community. What conditions can we serve? And daily we see patients who might be better served in an emergency room. So our strategy is to make sure that that patient is stable, to assess what's going on, and to decide if this is the appropriate location for them or not. This may include immediate cardiac testing with an EKG, oxygen on hand, very often we'll have to call the squad and transport a patient better served over at the emergency room.
But the good news is the emergency room is right down the road, right? I mean, you work hand in hand.
Seconds away. That's right. However, we can do more things than a typical family doctor's office can do. We do have X-ray testing. We have IV access. We have a complete Pyxis, which is our storage worth of medicine available at that time. We a very skilled staff, and I can't underscore that enough. I've been out of residency almost 10 years, and I'm probably the rookie of the team.
Well, it sounds like you have very many things to offer the community. Dr. Nancy, it's been a pleasure to talk with both of you, and congratulations on the new opening.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gail.
Thanks.